Hello, everybody. This is Maniac. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me over chat on the microphone at the charity auction, but we're here, Philly BrickFest. I've been doing some vlogging in the background. Don't worry, some of it may or may not have been leaked onto Instagram. It happens, but we're going to be talking about all the MOCs as best as I can, all the way around. So I'm just waiting for some more people to come in before I start things off. But thank you so far for the two of you that have just shown up. Also, anyone seen Brian? Where's Brian? Yeah, I haven't really seen Brian here. Minifigure Collector, how's it going? And Sega, oof. Did you get Kyle for me? Work on it. He may be listening on the stream, so don't say that. Well, it's cool. How's it going? We got a Galligate, a Vision Bricks, Nebulon Bricks, and a Triton Vargas. And nice to see you all here. So we're going to start things off, of course, where I've been displaying. So it's pretty much the same stuff as you've seen in previous years, previous conventions, but a little change up of how it's set up and one new MOC. So you get a sneak peek here because I haven't even made the MOC video for it yet, which I will do later. It will have quite a bit of LEGO store aesthetic, like photos and a couple things from the store when it was active. So I'm looking forward to that. Like, I've been playing this for a long time. Well, then it's out to you for you to do the mission right now. I'm not even sure if he's in the convention hall. I don't know. I don't. Oh wait, he is at the charity auction. So maybe, just maybe. So, I'm not saying we'll nerf for money, but whatever. Hold on. I'm gonna sneakify it because I have here a modular stock, a mediator stock, rather. Basically, holster and a stock. Robbie is over by the charity auction, if I remember correctly. Most people are by the charity auction, so we'll probably pass through there as well. No spoilers. No spoilers for Endgame. I will block you or somehow remove you from the stream. I'm not kidding. It's not, oh, I didn't see it yet. I know a lot of people who haven't seen it yet, even people here that haven't seen it yet. I saw it last night with BrickBlaze, and we had a great time, but we've been keeping our mouth shut. Some other people only saw it this morning. Again, not really going to be in discussion unless it's with the people who actually saw it, Well, I'm just asking them. Yes. So I did post it, I want to say on Instagram. I don't remember if it was on Twitter too. So, excuse me. And home. Are you wearing a new shirt tomorrow? I did wear the Is That Joey shirt yesterday when I came to the convention because I was thinking, well, I'm probably going to get bombarded with that, so it makes sense to just, have that wearing. Probably a couple videos or photos coming up that'll have that. It was a good time. It was a really good time. I don't think there's really any other new shirts I have that I'm going to be wearing. I have the Maniac for Bricks shirt, which I will wear sometime tomorrow. I do have the Garden Slug shirt, which I'll be wearing because I am displaying the Garden Slug, which we should get back to. That little thing. Need the whole film. Let's see. Can I flip this around? Okay, good. We can flip this around while I'm still going live. School Bus was not really going to be entered into a MOC contest or anything. The rest of these, for the most part, are, but it was just kind of here to show. It's a fun little thing. A little extra MOC, just in case. This is the new one for this year. So you guys are getting a first-hand look at the completed MOC. You can let me know in the comments if you can find out whose sig figs are in here. It's the Lego Pop-Up Workshop from the one I used to work at in New Jersey. Didn't see, I should look when your blog is posted. Yeah, totally. So you can look all around here. I am at the register with one of the VIP promos, I think it was, the employee figures. So I'm at the register because I did work there. You may recognize a couple faces right off the bat. I tried to cover most of the sig figs that were that I had here from the convention. I did do a couple trades with Brickbender Underworld, BrickBlaze, Robbie Blocks. I'm still waiting to get his, but He'll be in here at some point. There was JBricks27, which is from Garden Slug, so that's nice. And I'm not sure. I think the rest of them I've already had, so that's good. I will admit some of them are facing backwards, so it might be hard to tell who is who. But I think some of them you can recognize from their outfits. I'm actually happy with this. It's not perfect, but it is well long enough that it gets the idea I was going for. And try to create the shelves. The tiles are probably the biggest part about it on the floor. And trying to make that accurate. There are actually some flags over here because they did separate some of the age sections throughout the store. Green is for 1 and up Lego sets, and it really didn't matter what theme. It was just an age thing for most of the store. Green is for 1 and up. Red is for 5 and up. Yes, 5 and up. I almost forgot. Blue is for 7 and up, and orange is for 10 and up. So 10 and up would be basically UCS sets, really large Technic sets, a lot of shelf warmers. Yeah, it stuck around for a while. There were some purchases here and there of them, but that might have to be on another. I think it would be kind of interesting if I did a post live stream after this video airs. Not the one you're watching now, but like when I make the video about this and like document it. Maybe I should do like a post live stream for like Q&A, so that way people can ask about my experience at the store, because I'm at the point where I can take on, answering questions and explaining what it was like being there as a supervisor partially, but mostly brick specialist. And we do have a Captain Rex in here. It was a master build model, so I thought I'd emulate it via minifig form. And then that's basically a play area inside of there with a couple buckets full of pieces. You can see the green 1x1 that I just thought would be fun to have in there. Someone sig fig had a cup. I don't remember whose it was, so I'm just sticking it there for now. I'll probably add other sig figs in here for when I do the other videos, so if yours isn't there, don't be slighted. I'm sure I have it elsewhere, and I'll do that later. Did have a few that weren't here at the convention, just as a little extra fill-in kind of thing. Yep, we do got a Lego freak. So he was back over here in the play section. Gin Blade is actually right here. And then I see Iceberg, Brick Revolution. Cool Kid Bricks is here, but I actually forgot he wasn't at the convention center. I thought he was. Thick and Bricks is missing. I knew I forgot somebody. Well, I probably forgot a few other people, but I'll work on that at a later time. But that's the brand new MOC for this convention. Has not been displayed any other conventions thus far. So I'm happy that it's finally here. A few things here and there could be better, but it looks pretty good overall. Then we have the baseball field, which I made a couple of years ago. I think I did a video on it in like 2016, but that video is very poor quality. Do not bother seeing that. I will try to revise that video so that way it's actually more than 240p. Yeah, it's that bad of quality. And in here we have the Garden Sluggers, made up group Jigglepuff. I don't have your dad here. We got to work on that. We need to get Brickhead Family into the Lego Store MOC. Frank 17 second, nice to see you. Tennis court, I don't think I did a video on that. Or I don't remember. Again, it might have been just a low, choppy quality video, but it's all there. I will say, though, there is a dark red plate because one of the other red plates went missing. So I'll patch that up when I get back home. Then we go into the vignettes. So this is in reverse order, mostly, of development. We have the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I did the video not too long ago. The other day, I think it was uploaded. The Breakfast Club, that was uploaded the other day as well. And Little Shop of Horrors, which I didn't really show on a video for an update. I think I have shown it in a previous live stream videos. But I didn't do a video to say, hey, I just updated the wall here to try to match it up with the others. And I think it looks good. I did that last year, and I'm okay with that. The head sometimes, moves when it's not supposed to, or just in the wrong rotation, but it's good. It's good for now. Don't want to mess it up. We've got a Bart Simpson bust. It always needs repair. Every show, it needs repair. But it still makes it through. I don't remember again if I did video on that. Somebody's gonna have to quote me on a bunch of these, and then I'll have to redo videos of a bunch of these mocks. Cinderella Glass Slipper, I think I did a video on this one, but it changes every time as well. This one is very fragile because it's out of two types of elements, 1x2 bricks and 2x2 slopes 45 degrees. That, and the way it's always packaged is always in a Ziploc bag. It's like just enough to cover over it. But the problem with it is, because of that way it's packaged, it's not always sturdy. So I always had to rebuild this to some extent. This time it wasn't too bad. It was just a little on the bottom and top, which I always expect. But it's not like the entire side falling out. What do we got here? Frank17 says he's coming tomorrow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you. So, point of reference. You will be entering over there. Then we have Pen Lug over in this section. We'll touch upon that in a bit. And then Garden Slug right here. So, yeah. And I will be facing in the direction right there. That's the YouTubers. Most of the YouTubers are situated over there. There's also Legoland Discovery Center. There's Woody, Xfinity, and a bunch of other stuff. Flash Pants, how's it going, man? I could probably throw your stick figure in sometime later for the mock I was just talking to you about. But I tried to get most of the people from the convention first. And I didn't want to make it too crowded. But I do have your stick figure. Yeah, butts of the show, though. I'd like to use your Hero Factory plans. Yeah, I that was basically the inspiration for making it. And I was like, that's a great way to go with it. Most people actually love that mock more than I expected to. I'm happy with that. How's everybody going? What else we got going on? Okay, so we're at the Big Bird. I would have dropped onto the ground and... Oh my god. Oh man, I was not ready for that. Well, that's Kevin. Goofing as usual. Up to his normal brand of mischief. Okay. Well, if my head didn't hurt already from a lot of the noise earlier, that really didn't help. Okay. Woo. Okay. Bring it back now. We got the minifigure version of Big Bird in a sculpture form. Kind of a rough idea, at least. I've heard people say it looks like Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's. Kids have said that. I'm like, do kids not watch Sesame Street? Come on. But I still like bringing it. I thought I was going to retire that thing like 2 conventions ago. But here it is. It's not bad. It works. Then we have a few Bionicle ones. They're not entered in any of the contests or anything like that. Just here for display. Self-mock, which I did a video about. Jason, I don't remember if I uploaded that video, but I did record it recently. So there is that. And then moving along this way, we have some stuff from Tim. We have a Mortal Kombat scene, which honestly looks pretty good. Yep, that's good. Hey, Jin Blade. Going good.
I just want a flash track for 17 bucks. Don't even need it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if I walked out and got the flash track, and Darth Hall gave me the Ninjago poster already. So
Oh, nice.
it's the movie poster.
Yeah, I thought about getting that, but I was like, well, you're in the crowd, so I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah, Kevin just gave me a scare while I was doing the live stream, and I was almost ready to fall on the ground like he just snuck behind me.
That sounds like a Kevin Diesel thing.
Yeah, I was like, up to your usual brand of mischief. Not surprised.
I'm unarmed.
But you asked me earlier about Nerf. How did you not get any? Oh, alright. Hey, some kids had their own Nerf guns around. I'm not responsible for that. But I'm probably going to be blamed for it anyways. Thank you. The live stream asked about that in the beginning. Like, if you see Jin Blade try to get him with a Nerf gun, so I'm like, alright, I'll see what I can do. No. Greg doesn't watch my streams. or rarely does, I should say. We also got here, Brick by Brick says, tell Jin Blade Endgame was great. It was great. I think I told Inblade that endgame was great. But I also make sure.
Bowling, right?
Yeah, I'm going to
Is
bowling.
it teams of what? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I think they usually do 4 teams and just figure out everyone divided by 4.
Are you?
Maybe 5. I don't know.
I heard Team Lego Freak said like teams of 6 or something like that. So I was thinking me, you, him, BFAB, and Eric, or somebody else if they go.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We could try something like that.
Something like that, but
Yeah.
just to be with our friends.
Yeah. If I'm with anyone, they're all friends.
Nice class.
Thank you. I was saying before in the live stream, it's fallen apart almost every time that I've displayed with it.
Ironic, huh?
Yeah. I think I did when I first did a video about it, I'm like, this thing is super fragile. Not because it's glass. It's made out of only 2 elements. 1x2s and 2x2 slopes.
Did you buy a bag that had a bunch of those in it earlier, or was that?
No, not earlier today. I started making that like 2 years ago. I went to the Lego store, and I always love when they have the 1x2 trans-clear bricks on the wall. So I just got like cups full of them and the slopes.
There was bags that had a crap ton of them, and I was like, oh wait, did you buy that? I was thinking like, I was telling Dave,
I could probably reinforce it with that. Yeah. They're not bad to have.
Anyway, I'm going.
Yes, Sega, I did the mission. It was Sega that asked about it. About the Nerf thing.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yep. Alright, see you later, XP Ninja Dan. See you, Jinblade. Let's see. Alright, moving on. We mentioned about the Mortal Kombat. Tim also has this. He's had this for, I want to say, maybe 2 years now. It's like a nice tropical scene. A lot of mini things. Like a lot of custom parts in there as well, which honestly worked pretty nicely. Like, I like the snowboards, or I'm looking at sand and I'm saying snowboards. I like the surfboards in the back with the Cthulhu and the bonefish. That's cool. Yeah, the hut looks pretty nice as well. Then we move over to Dario stuff. And if you have ever been to a Lego convention at Philly, in the New Jersey, tri-state kind of area, you'll be familiar with his stuff. Probably even online, seen it every once in a while. Dario builds big. He is probably the biggest builder of our group. He is the president of Garden Slug, so fair enough. I would, he's been renominated like dozens of years, but all to good merit. This is his water park that he built, where it actually is functional to send minifigures down the slides. Yeah, they are upside down for some of the slides. These are Duplo slides that I don't know if they go through, but at least try to make something that looks like a path. These are all loose studs inside of here, blue and clear studs. A couple chrome pieces inside of here as well for like the railings. It's really well done, and I've actually seen this thing, put back together for the conventions. Oh, there's the Nerf dart. And it was missing a while. Kevin, I found the Nerf dart from earlier. Yeah, Kevin back around again. So where was I? I've seen him actually dump all the pieces into here to make all the canals. I've seen it all get dumped into a box to pack and put away. It's incredible. He does a lot of excellent stuff, and has historically won a couple awards with shows for it. I think he's also going to win one for the castle when we get over there. We have the bridge, which is a nice medieval scene, nice sculpted mountain side. You have this large creature, kind of like a dragon. It's just the face is not so dragon-like, and so I'm like, maybe it's a dragon? A lot of bones, a lot of same kind of technique in here. A lot of lava, but it's a mix of pieces. It's a mosaic that will be up later. This one's called Unsullied. I don't know if it's based on anything specific, like a certain TV show or movie or anything like that. But still, a lot of great building techniques in here, especially for that wall structure. That is a great way to make curvature in Lego form. And then we have the big boy himself, the castle, which I have covered a bunch of the Golden Slug MOCs in other shows, but still nice to see stuff here and there. I think this is actually changed up. Yeah, yeah, I think so. This definitely feels like a bigger jousting area than I remember in other shows. So it is modular, so I expect that. That is possible, and I think it might be Game of Thrones. So yeah, clearly Dario built it the medieval theme. That's no problem. And he's currently nominated for 2 awards this weekend, called Seven Towers for the Castle. It's incredible. It was like the first Lego MOC I saw at my first Lego convention 5 years ago. Yeah, maybe 6 actually. It was a while ago, but yeah, like this is always like a great piece to start off a show. Like after entering, bam, hit with this huge structure all out of Lego. I've commented before about a lot of the cool techniques for different mixes of colors in there, like different grays, different greens. A lot of minifigures used all throughout this thing. It's incredible. I would also recommend on the side. I watched this recently. Look up Captain Xavier Lego Castle. There's a 4-part series, maybe 5-part series of the castle, its underground, and the surrounding area. It's incredible. Not as big as this, if I remember correctly, but still impressive. It is on YouTube. And we have some stuff from Andy. He's got a classic Minecraft anatomy of a creeper. There's a Unicreeper Kitty, I think it's called. So it's like Unikitty, but in creeper form. It's in development. We'll see more about that later in the public. Still a little fix-ups here and there. Batman Unikitty, and then classic Halloween Unikitty, like a pumpkin design. Then we move over to Jesse's stuff. So we have the Falklands 82. There's a lot of war-related stuff and a couple Marvel-related stuff, so you'll enjoy that going through here. And a lot of nice effects all through that layout. Jesse's actually the one that helped us with the Star Wars Rebel base we did a while ago. I contributed some parts to that, and similar premise of like large base plates all put together. Yeah, it was definitely a massive display. Okay. Is this one new?
It's brand new, dude.
Wow.
First show.
Nice.
It's not real, but on its compound there was nobody there. Well, our guy, obviously, but it was just him.
Okay.
I figured for the show when I throw
it. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Alright. This was
$1. Oh yeah. $1. Was it hard for like fitting into minifigures? Yeah. Or is it the shape of it?
It can hold 6 guys inside, and it's got a pilot in there. But this was the stealth one that they used on the raid.
Okay.
I tried to get it as close as I could. Crappy pictures there.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. It looks okay.
Yeah.
I've already had a bunch of people say like, "Oh, well, they know what it is." Just by looking at it, so I'll take that as a win, I guess.
Yeah. I would say it's a win.
First show.
Very nice. Yeah, because I don't remember this from any of the other shows. Hopefully it stays around.
I did this 2 weeks. This is a quick one.
Like over 2 weeks or 2 weeks ago?
No, like over a span of 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Do an hour or something here.
Okay. Nice work. $13. Staircase in there, I see. 20. Okay, $20. 25. Very nice. 25 going once. Is that the only new one, or this one too?
This is brand new.
Okay.
This was finished an hour ago. I was cramming that in, and I had the shell of this because remember the group was talking about doing a Marvel build.
Right. Yeah.
The shell of the building for a while. Nobody was doing anything. So finally, I said, "All right, let me do something with it." So
right. Yeah.
I did all that, and if you want to,
it's good for proof of concept sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, it's all lit up. I got the light from Light Up Block.
Nice.
This one is ran literally an hour cramped to finish it.
Right.
It looks a little unfinished, but
It still gets. Yeah, I was gonna say it still gets a point across. So would the buildings be in this scale for the collab, or is this just like on the large end of things?
depends what people want to contribute.
Yeah.
People want to do it.
Right.
Nobody's really
I have to look back and see what we last talked about. And I don't know. I'll try to come up with something for it.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know, I did this, and we'll see what happens. I'm not planning on ripping this apart yet. So we'll see.
Okay. And I noticed this is a screen up here. Is that going to play something?
Yeah, it's like a video billboard in the city.
Oh,
It
okay.
plays a whole bunch of commercials and McDonald's.
Oh, nice. That's very good. Thanks for sharing it. What we got here? We got a Lego Geek. How's it going? And over here we have some stuff from Christine. She does a lot of mosaic building. So, just building it along the base plate. And a lot of different subjects. Really cool ones, too. So this would be like a Mega Man form of Ghostbusters. I really like that idea. A large Powerpuff Girl display here. There's her as a brick head. Okay. Which I forgot to bring mine this year. I had it almost done and forgot to pack that. We've got again Mr. T in the Mega Man form, which I think it's a fun style to like keep adapting different characters. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can see the Pac-Man relation down there. This makes me so happy. $1 going once, $2, $3. We've got, of course, Cuphead. $3.50, $5, got some Mario in here. This is definitely I want to say WarioWare kind of thing. Have you gotten anything at the Extremely Light auction? I have not. I looked through everything, but I was not that interested. Is that what? It's live. Is
that Joey?
How's it going? $10 going once, $10 going twice. I'm just making my rounds. Got other video game characters here, which are pretty well done. We're gonna go Lego Friends. I like how they worked out. We are going Lego Friends. Okay, again, this is a lot of free. So it's the Lego. Now we're moving over to Iceberg Bricks, which you might be more familiar with from YouTube. I know is that Bricks on the Dollar? Is that BOTD? Yeah, it was. Surprise appearances. We've got. This is great to see. I've been trailing the progress for a while. I'm not even a Rebels fan that much, but this is great to see in person. So, no, don't worry. This is great to finally see in person. This whole Ghost assembly, and I don't think this one has the. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the Phantom is supposed to be along the back of it. But it's incredible. It's like UCS level. Yeah, even have the card down here, like makeshift card that is. I've seen the interior of this thing. It's really well done. Really impressed with that. I'm happy how it turned out. Moving along, we have more Iceberg Brick stuff. Brick 5 is not there. I don't even know if he's coming, but if he is, it probably would be tomorrow because this is still. Exhibitor days, public days start tomorrow. Is that like the Brick Vault one? I don't remember because I haven't seen too much about the Brick Vault one. I always follow the Iceberg Bricks progress. Along here we have the PS4 version of the Spider-Man Avengers Tower. So anyone who's played Marvel's Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 might recognize the design of the Stark Tower, aka the Avengers Tower, along here. Which is a massive structure. I'm happy with that as well. That's a really tall. It's the tallest one of this whole table. I'll give it that. It's got all little things going on, all little scenes inside of it. which are pretty well done. Yeah, it was in the streams. We've got a lot of other things going on right next to it. We got this really cool Sandman build. I think that looks very good for sculpting like a Sandman out of it. We got a lot of little Spider-Man down here for like an Into the Spider-Verse kind of thing. I think that's cool. We got Thanos and Hulk. No, none of these are references to Endgame. No references to Endgame and no spoilers for Endgame inside of here. If there was, it would probably be coincidental because he started building stuff yesterday and only saw the movie this morning. So I don't think there was a real big influence from Endgame there. Tried to build. He said this was, I think, the Oscorp building in his version. We've got iceberg bricks. Obviously, I have to have Mr. Freeze down there with the Happy Meal toy version. And we've also got some customized versions of the Sanctum Sanctorum and the Spider-Man bank set. Bank set was actually really good on its own. Have a good night, Galligate. I'll have the rest of this up later for the rest of the streaming. I'm not just covering Gun Select stuff. I'm also covering as much as the convention as I can. Some of you might also be familiar with BX Bricks. A lot of his really cool Transformers MOCs, which I've seen a couple conventions now. And a couple new additions in here as well. I still can't name even half of them. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just me being rusty on Transformers, not a reflection of how you built them. Yeah. The lighting's really... Okay, now we got the lighting working now. It was throwing it off, like, with the lights overhead. Thundercat layer. We got a Black Panther mask. And there's a couple snail-related things down at the end. Including this really cool board game he was mentioning to me earlier. So, it's... Oh. I'm streaming. I'm still streaming, I should say.
All right. So I want you this way because I don't want them to see.
What?
Okay. I'm trying to figure out.
No, you're the left.
I need to nominate best Technic creation. And there's a Technic. So don't look because she's over there.
Okay.
There's a snail chain made out of Technic bricks.
Okay.
I mean Technic links.
Is that Joey?
Is that Brian? Dude! Where's Brian? There he is. Oh my god, I can't believe... Oh no.
No.
Everything's breaking. I've been wearing this all day waiting for you.
Well, I've been wearing this all day too. It's an honor, sir. Sir, it's an honor. Honor, sir.
I can't believe it.
That is called.
We're on stream too.
I call that a ruse.
A ruse, ladies and gentlemen.
I did not really need your help, Joey. I'm sorry.
Good job. Really good job.
Okay, let's get you checked in.
Yeah, I've been in a car.
Yeah. Yeah, take it easy. We'll talk soon. We'll be talking a lot this weekend. My face is just numb right now. And I'm gonna fix my brick batch at some point. Oops. That's a bummer. It's super laggy. I blame the internet. You got a Jigglepuff still here. How's it going? Yeah, Jigglepuff is watching the stream right now.
What's that?
Jigglepuff is watching the stream right now.
Watching the stream. He yelled at me because he was by my table.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he goes, nobody's at your table.
I'm still trying to make my rounds to all the tables on stream, so hopefully it's
There's nobody out here, so it's
yeah, absolutely. And it seems like most people have their stuff ready, so better do it now before the public hours later. It's our public hours. Right. Oh, wait, there he is. We just stopped by your stuff before. I've been trying to walk around and get all the stuff on Livestream.
Good deal.
For all the mocks.
Hey, folks. Hey.
I'm also probably doing terrible camera work.
Oh,
So I just realized my thumb almost not having fun. I have.
You got a battery pack?
I found the double A's, but not the triple A's. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to leave yet, but I will go.
All right, here, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'll go. I needed this battery 10 hours ago.
I'm sorry. I'm.
My mom's dead in the water.
A moment. I'm sorry. I didn't take a leave earlier. I got caught up. My bad. Everything happens at Philly. Everything. Alright. So, shout out time. Well, I already mentioned the Lego Geek. I mentioned Jiggle Puff is not home. Well, I don't know what Nick is up to. It's a camera. Did I show it to you? It's a like film camera, and it's from Lego Spybotics, where it's like spy gear kind of thing. So actually works like that. I think if you like open the tab, it's supposed to be like with flash.
Where'd you get this from?
eBay.
What did you pay? Crazy or
I don't think it was with shipping. I don't think it was any more than like $30.
That's crazy.
I don't know, but I like finding all the weird Lego stuff.
That's weird.
Bizarre, some might say.
You see the Lego fishing pole over here?
Yeah, I gotta see that again. I still can't believe that.
I've never seen anything like that. I thought that was crazy.
And I looked through like Lego databases. I've never seen anyone like talk about a thing like that either.
$15.
Yeah.
$20.
With that, we're moving over to this layer of tables. I'll try not to take forever with it because I'm going really slowly. Shout out time on Instagram. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Maybe sometime after. We have several blocks here from a Cheryl and Quinn. Those are nice uses of colors. I like this one having a mosaic design. Kind of hard for me to see here in person, but I can see through the stream camera that it says champions and has an eagle, which is nicely done. We got ourselves another snail called Annabelle. I think it's from the movie Turbo. I haven't seen it, but it looks like that style. We've got a couple mocks from Katarina with a trailer display for Star Wars. We've got... Who do we have this time?
What happened? Where are we? How did I get here? Who are you people?
I still don't know who I am.
Good. Nice to meet you. This is Joey.
Yep.
This is Butt Chop.
That's Butt Chop.
Hey yo, Jiggle Puff! Lego
Hey.
Geek is there. Sally Wilson. Hey, what's up? Lego Geek. Awesome. I gotta go take my medicine.
Good idea. Good idea. Good day. You will lose. I was definitely getting the Willy Wonka vibe here. We've got a different couple of cars in there, and a couple interesting figures. Some of them based on collector minifigs, it looks like. The flipped picture, interesting idea. Party at Stephanie's, so it's like a little pieces of furniture. Oh, tile furniture. Okay, the party at Stephanie's is not here yet. Now for some history, because I like the weird stuff and I like the old stuff. I'm like the discount bricks are for most people. So we have a couple of different Lego sets here called the Brickyard, the Rescue Set, and the Hospital. I have only the ambulance from the hospital. And they splash pants. That was a Butt Chop sighting. He's been all around, out and about, doing his thing. You want to talk vintage Lego? Here is a collection of die-cast Lego model cars. Authentic. Incredible condition as well. I gotta commend it for not a lot of scratches for a lot of these. They look fantastic. They even have the little garages back there and the trans clear piece. Even have some of the tree pieces back in the day because they were just like a flatter, kind of like diorama model style. Several scooters and bicycles. And even have a nice big Samsonite case thing. I'm not really sure what this is, but okay, nice. Nicely shown there. Mr. Good old days before the plastic. Yeah. Honestly, I probably could have bought like one or two wooden Lego things. It would be interesting. But one of the things that caught my eye when walking through here before was that little baby in the back. It was a Shakespeare fishing pole in a Lego fish and play kit. I don't know who's fishing with Lego as their bait, but that's bizarre Lego. That is way, way up my alley. Need to find the duck. So, on the bottom it says, contains a Shakespeare all-in-one rod and reel with line, plus a 37-piece Lego System Freestyle set, adult supervision recommended for children. It is the set number 4130. I don't know if it was independently sold, and we got a Flash Pants asking, is that Bud Shop?
Woo, Flash Pants! Awesome, you got how many people?
I got 6.
Yeah,
I'm nowhere near Thick and Bricks' like 900 or something earlier. That was insane.
All 6 of you are so awesome. You should be here. Next time I want to see you here. Look at my shirt.
Got it. That is an awesome. I didn't even know they had adult sizes for that
They
shirt.
don't. This is the 14-16. I'm a little boy.
That's awesome. I remember a time when I fit in like extra large. And even that was tight. That was not a good idea. Butt chop, everybody. That I love. Man, boy. It's man child to some. A bunch of vendors already, kind of close up their stuff. We'll just brush by just to know what vendors there are, but there's nothing important. It's more about the MOCs. It's about that good stuff. We gotta meme that I'm a little boy. Yeah. Timestamp it right now when this happened in the stream, so that way I can find it later and just take it as a clip. Also, timestamp when Kevin scared me and when Bricks O'Brien appeared, because both of those things are highlights. I consider them highlights. Eventually I'll do a live stream highlights series, but, eventually. We have ourselves a Monty Python and the Holy Grail MOC. I don't even know if I've seen one before in Lego, so I gotta give it some credit. I have seen, on the DVD version of the movie, I have seen the Lego animation, Knights of the Round Table, so I'll give him credit there. Nathan Adams, way to go. I like all the little references in here to different parts of the film. I'm sure some of you recognize those. Got no arms left. 'Tis but a scratch. We even had the little bunny in the cave and all the carnage around it. There's a rally car looking display here. Looks pretty nice. There's some little custom cars and a little dirt bike track right behind it. It has some nice texture, like the ramps and such. And some kind of FAQ and scavenger hunt along here. So throughout the entire MOC, you can find different minifigs, which I can definitely check off a couple right off the top of my head. I miss Kevin. The lag spike striked me back. Ooh, I really hope the stream didn't lag during those other moments I said. Yeah, a subway. Halloween night on the subway from Keith, from I Love New York. I don't know if I met Keith. I've been to I Love New York, but I don't remember meeting Keith, so this is pretty cool. I do like that there's actually a cross-section of the subway, like upper level, lower level. I do like the staircase in there and the checkerboard pattern. Get you up close and personal. Get the little rat down there in between the tracks. Vader. There's like a newspaper stand. A lot of little stuff in there. Oh, and let me see if I can get a little closer because it's like a little fridge area. That's pretty good. Chad, let my ear hear things. I can't hear out of my right ear from the auction. It's like everyone's right there. Maybe you don't need it all through the convention. I don't know. We have the Base Motel from Joel from Delaware. which I gotta commend that. That's pretty neat. And you even have the text to go with it. Spell out Psycho. Let's find more trains. Yeah, there is a biplane here, so that's from North by Northwest. I know the scene. I never watched the movie personally, so I do like how it's done here, just for like the cornfield. That's a cool idea and a good color for it too. I like that it's a classic style of the biplane. Like that's almost directly a Lego set in different colors, which is cool. Nice to see recolors of things. I don't know if I even saw the whole Psycho movie either, but I'm familiar with how it looks. We've got the birds, which I know that playground scene. Which honestly, those are really fun birds to put in there. We've got Vertigo, so there's definitely like a like vintage horror vibe I'm getting from these, like almost Alfred Hitchcock collection. Yep, we're alive. Yep. We've got the Pentamino puzzle. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Which are cool, just having the puzzle pieces around. I don't know if anyone's done a Lego Tetris. Not here that I've seen so far, but they do look pretty nice. We've got the attacks on Eastwick from Game of Thrones. Okay, good. I did not know what that was, and I would have just assumed Game of Thrones. I haven't really done much with that series. Train. I don't see trains around here, actually, on this side. Penlug has a couple trains. Not as big a train layout as they usually do, but we'll get around to there in just a bit. They just have a kind of a take apart of the London bus, double-decker bus, the Volkswagen Beetle. Honestly, I should probably get that Beetle because I do like the Beetle as a car model, a rarity because I usually don't care for actual car models. And then you have the Mustang, Ford Mustang, all opened up. Actually, pretty nice details in there. The closest. Oh no, I dropped more things. I'm just gonna leave those on the side. All right, moving on. We got several different versions of the BrickBot, which I think last year or the year before there's like a BrickBot competition or something. So everyone is making their own designs of the BrickFest mascot. Independence Hall won an award last year for Best Philly MOC, and currently this is in vein of that. So it's like another contender as a Philly, best MOC. Representing something in Philadelphia or in Pennsylvania in general. Very nicely done, though. That's more dark red than I have in my entire collection, with or without sets. Hey, BrickWiz, how's it going? Yes, I did finish a Lego store. I did a whole tour of the Garden Slug area a little earlier. I started the stream with my stuff, including the Lego store, so it's all there. The only thing I'm missing at this point, as far as a couple pieces here and there, but they're not that big of a deal. And I'm missing all the sig figs for our crew. When we worked at the store, so I still have to get parts for your sig fig, for Mike's, for James's definitely. I don't know how many of those I have around. And then in here we have the drive-in theater, where the main premise is this large drive-in theater space from Anne. 35. It's the bell thing, yes. Well, not that bell thing. Like the bell is separately shown in Philly from Independence Hall. I think it was there originally, though. What else we got? Tree 4. I'm sorry I didn't see you there before. Congrats on going to Philly. Thank you very much. So looking all through here, you can see different parking spots. You got a little concession stand on the back. Emmett's sitting on top of the building to watch the movie. I think this thing is actually engineered so that in here would be an iPad. Like, take the top off, slide an iPad in there, and it would actually play a movie. So I'll probably have something about that, maybe pictures or something on social media when it's convention time and, that would be consistently running. But it still looks pretty good for the whole thing. Would they really have a playground that close? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've never been to a drive-in theater, personally, so I don't know the kind of layout they would have. All right, see you later, Lego Geek, and see you later, Flash Pants. Have a good time. Have a good night. I'm getting lost. And I've only walked in a circle. Whoops. So we're gonna make our way over. Hi, Woody. Legoland Discovery Center. They did opening ceremonies there yesterday, and they usually have a booth. So we're gonna make our way down to Penlug and trains. There'll be trains in here now. Not a complete layout, but there's still a handful of train things all around. We're going to start things off with Casey, who has Snailtopia Town. If you know anything about Casey, she loves snails. And that's why there's several snail mocks throughout here. She is hosting one of the awards for Best Snail, or Best Mollusk, I believe the category is. I'd love to go to Philly BrickFest one day, but I don't know if I can do it next year. Just plan on it. Like, see what's involved and save up for it, and hopefully you can get there. Also, permission to go, or like, scheduling and things like that. So you can see a couple snails all throughout here. If you see any mocks that have this combination of pieces in different colors, it's a snail. Because like the clip would be like the snail's antennae, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's the vintage sheep. I'm not surprised. Casey would definitely be the type to have the vintage ones there. And then have a vintage train. Got some older style of horses before they made the horse molds. Keystone logo there for the Keystone State, We got cabbages of the purple variety. Okay. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Silent Running. I'm not sure that movie, but okay. 1972. I guess they're watering cans or related to watering cans. Interesting. Woo! That's me. And that's a wild bricksmith. We got Batman. It's a snail. A lot of unique stuff. There's also some vintage pigs in here. You can see the very faint pink ones and brown, very old pig designs from Lego. Yep, Julian. It's 1.0, yeah. And just taking another look down the snail town, you can see as the train is, wrapping around it. Casey is really good at color, Lego colors. She definitely has a bunch of vintage pieces, but also she's done a lot of research when it comes to the different types of Lego colors manufactured over the years, in and out of production colors. So there's also the very famous Penlug mock here with various Lego colors. And these are all broken pieces. They're intentionally broken. Well, not like somebody went to break them, but like all the ones that are in here are supposed to be just broken. Like, or even like the sprues over there from the Infinity Stones. Parts of pieces. Sprues definitely help with that. And the idea is that it would be a recycling center. ABS Recycle. We also have here another famous part of Casey's mocks. We have the snail-sized chart. This is using every brick building system from Lego to build a simple snail. The most difficult of them, from what she's told me, was within this range. Not the Duplo. That one's just fine. Not the hard to build that. It's the jumbo size, quattro size, and the jumbo size. Those two have a limited number of colors and availability. I think Jumbo is actually a little more difficult, if I remember right, because some colors are harder to find than others, even though there are few colors as it is. There are also some official foam Lego bricks at one point, which I think I've done more than enough discovery on Bricklink about. So they officially say Lego on them. And those are a little hard to find as well. You also have the jumbo ones, which are basic, not actual jumbo. The really big one here has, I want to say, storage cases. Like things you'd find at Target, Walmart, that kind of stuff. The smallest of them is down here with Modulex, which I did a video about, and actually is one of my favorite videos I've done recently on the channel. Yes, we have the Ecto one here as well. Forgot to mention that earlier. But yeah, just about every brick building scale. And if I could use the photo of this or some assembly of this, with Bizarre Lego, that would be fantastic. But I'm just kind of doing my own thing with that, trying to show them all like lined up next to each other to get a sense of what's the biggest, what's the smallest, when were they produced. She has the house, the Lego house poly bag, house 6 bricks, still sealed, but built in the bag. She made a sale. Hey, that's really good. I have not built anything from mine. I have not opened it. I did get that from Brick Bakery a while ago, and I enjoy it sealed. And here's what I'm talking about before when I'm talking about she's well known for different Lego colors. This is actually a vintage Lego wheel from one of the wooden wagons. There's some Modulex all through here, different colors of those. It really doesn't matter having the same color or the same piece in every color. It's just if it exists in a color, it'll work. There's some I've never seen a trans purple tile or plate like that. Can I see the pink? Yep. So we have a trans dark pink, trans pink, and one that's unlabeled right now. I think it's supposed to be fluorescent pink or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember which names that she uses for them. If it's supposed to be the Lego official names or the Bricklink names. I'm assuming it's more the Bricklink fan-based ones because I'm seeing old light gray, old dark light gray, or old dark gray, light bluish gray. I'm on the complete other side of the convention. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing I could have done to trigger it way over there. If I triggered someone that far away, I can't go anywhere.
That's possible.
Yeah. Casey is well known for snails and Lego colors, as I was saying before. So, like, she's trying to find every manufactured Lego color and just like any piece for it. Yeah. So, like Brickstar, I think Brickstar mostly does it with 2x4s, but she does it with just any piece because some of them they don't exist as 2x4s.
You get a bunch of 1x2s and stack them together or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. But even so, it's just a matter of seeing like how colors applied to any Lego piece.
And
you
this
know?
is all your like specialty, like special weird stuff and.
Basically, yeah. Well, there's weird stuff all through these. Yeah. Like, I didn't know there were that many subtle changes to blue. Like, I would not tell some of those apart. I know that there's like different types of red that fluoresce better than others. It's like I've had long discussions with her in the past about Lego colors and things. This is every brick system, and she's tried to build a snail out of it because she likes snails. So okay. The bottom one is Modulex.
Modulex, regular bricks.
Regular.
Primo,
Duplo, yep. Duplo.
Quattro,
yep.
Don't know what that is. That's containers.
Jumbo, that's containers. And I don't know if there's actually a name for this one. They're just like these large foam bricks that Lego made at one point.
They're foam?
I think they're foam. Maybe they're a little harder than that.
Like a soft plastic. They're like a soft rubber.
Mm.
Like a friend's hairpiece, kind of.
Right. Well, it's like the ones to the Discovery Center we saw, where it's there was like a bin of them. Yeah. It's those kinds of pieces.
So who's all in the chat right now?
We got 3 people in the chat, and we got Treevore Productions. It's like a museum. This is stuff I live for.
It's like a museum.
I don't know if it can actually show me who's in the chat. It's just a matter of who's
YouTube's not smart enough for that yet.
Yeah, that's true. Because I keep tapping on it, and I'm like, nothing happened. Yeah, don't be surprised if you see like anything like this where it's like a clip piece with a round tile on top of it. It's her. Like she'll come around, see different people's mocks, and if she likes it, she'll like hide them inside of stuff.
We were talking over that during the breakfast thing, the breakfast build thing. So, and she was talking about, hey, if you have any of these clips, then.
Mm-hmm.
Are they judging?
I think so.
Nice.
Very nice.
This is started out as one of the cars from the 2011 Hollywood Express.
Right.
And then I modified it based on the night.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty smart. Bowling? Mm-hmm. We've got an Oscar trophy here. Not the, I think Nathan Sawaya made something like that, but it's a KC version. We've got the Oscar bot, so like the Philly BrickFest, like brick bot. Got a couple more snails along here. This is from like a forest Duplo theme, if I remember correctly. So I know it because I have one or two figures and a board game based on it. And sorry that the lighting keeps going in and out. So blame the convention. I was doing it as a live stream, trying to walk around and see all the displays. What's up? Yeah.
Yeah, and this is my stuff.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of historical things I see here.
Well, this is actually. Have you ever heard of Weird War?
I don't think so.
It's it started out as it's a tabletop war game, sort of like Warhammer,
Mm-hmm.
but it's set in like an alternate like World War II, where like basically like these Call of Duty Nazi zombies is based on it.
Right.
Like they have like all the weird like the magic and like diesel type tech.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is basically based on.
Okay.
But it's set like 100 years in the future, but a lot of it's like very much like kind of throwback to like World War I, World War II
Okay.
and stuff. And like there's certain like kind of injuries, like the joint chiefs and stuff, the photo colors.
Mm-hmm.
The president and vice president are Captain Redbeard. This is one of my original figures I had from when I was a kid. This managed to survive like 2 Dark Ages.
That's awesome. I definitely remember that figure, and
Yeah.
I think the only thing I'm missing is the epaulets, but
Yeah, this
happy
is
to have that one
also
around.
another one that survived the Dark Age. This is one of my first custom pirates, Captain James Hook. Actually, he's Admiral James Hook, Chief of Naval Operations.
oh, okay.
General Weiss Snay from the web series Ruby.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that one.
Commandant of the Marine Corps. This is my sig fig here.
Mhm.
He's the leader of Special Ops. General Gandalf the White. Granted, he's been heavily modified since then, but he basically survived, was a custom figure to survive my Dark Age.
Okay.
The only original part from the original figure is the beard. Everything
okay.
else has been updated.
Mhm.
And this is General Gordon Freeman, who's Chief of Staff of the Air Force. And you can
Very
see
nice.
he still has his crowbar.
Yep. Very cool. And I totally understand about updating them because sometimes they have better parts or better colors over time.
Yeah, well, that one actually has, I updated with the official Gandalf head, but because the Gandalf the White, the hair and beard are like combined,
Yeah.
and wanted to be able to have it like his hat on.
Right.
So I just used the old Magisto beard from the Dragon Knights.
Yeah. Dragon Knights.
Yeah, and there's a sort of interesting story here. If you go to Mount Union, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
there's this like semi-abandoned. They've been moving some freight cars in it recently, but it's the East Broadtop Railroad dual gauge yard where they interchange with the Pennsylvania Railroad, and you can actually see this hopper car number 807 is sitting on one of this narrow gauge siding, dual gauge. It's a narrow gauge hopper car.
Right.
It's sitting there rusting away, but it's a steel, one of the early steel 2-bay flat bottom hopper cars that East Broadtop had.
Mhm.
And I decided to make it near. The East Broadtop's the reason why I like narrow gauge trains and why I decided to start making them in Lego.
Looks very good.
As a matter of fact, should have been up there this weekend because they're going to be working on doing the Friends of East Broadtop, which I remember is doing restoration work at the Rock Hill Furnace freight yard. But well, obviously I'm going to be here this weekend, so
Right.
no scraping paint on the freight depot for me.
Yeah.
And this is like all bad guys. Dun, dun, dun.
I definitely like the submarine. I saw that one earlier. Kelly. What's up?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Like,
Congratulations.
you know, I was gonna say something else, but I cried.
Hey.
That never happened. So
Yeah.
it's kinda cool.
Very neat.
yeah, the sub's partially based on a design that a guy by the name of Sebius Winham, he was on Flickr and Eurobricks, submitted to Lego Ideas about 5 years ago.
Yep.
I heavily modified the interior and structural components, and partially somewhat modified the exterior. The main thing that I modified in the exterior is the sail, so I completely redid that.
Okay.
And I built it based on, because the sub already looked kind of like it, but I made it look even more like a German Seehund miniature or midget sub that they actually used during World War II.
Okay.
It was the only class of midget submarines that Germany launched during World War II that were actually more dangerous to the enemy than they were to the people who were driving the subs.
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty much everything else they had, like the Martyr and stuff like that, were like they were like almost, if at best, they were almost as dangerous to the enemy as they were to the pilot, because that's how bad they were.
Right.
But
Does
yeah.
it actually function? Like, does it open to the
Oh,
inside?
yeah, it's got the hatch here,
Okay.
and of course, the optical mass swivels.
Mhm.
And then you can get in the interior here.
Oh, nice.
I got the pilot compartment and the engine slash weapons off. Normally they just have somebody at the pilot station, the other person will be like, and this happens sometimes. Weakest thing, but yeah, the other person would be all wrapped out,
Got it.
taking a snooze.
Pretty neat interior.
Yeah, thanks. I never served on submarine, but I was in the Navy, so I knew general ship design. Like all my boats actually have full interiors and stuff.
Right. I think I've only done a walkthrough of a submarine once or twice.
I've actually been to
Seems pretty
the
accurate.
USS Tourist, the one they have in Baltimore. Has the distinction of being the last submarine to sink an enemy ship during World War II. They sunk it like 1 or 2 days before the treaty was signed.
Oh,
with
okay.
Japan.
Very neat. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. And this is Tony's crazy stuff.
Yep. I'm familiar with Tony's work.
Yeah, I was wondering why did why is he wanting to order 200 of these baby babies?
It's for the baby war, of course. I think the sewer babies might have been what set him over the edge for that.
Yeah.
From the Lego movie too.
Yeah.
And having all of them with the helmets is just hilarious to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll admit, because I happen to see those available for a logo, I ordered 200 of these torsos.
Mm-hmm.
I was hey, they're just, a lot less than BrickFest. I'm yeah, I mean, I might not be able to have an immediate use for 200 Federal Marines, but
Yeah. They're still good to have around,
yeah, I'll
just in
probably
case.
eventually have a use for something that big. If I want to make a big battle scene.
Yeah. So yeah, Tony likes to collect lots of different types of Lego animals. We can also see here all these little babies. The helmets on them are used from Lego Heroica, which was one of the Lego board games series. He also does a lot of Duplo stuff, even Duplo animals, which you can see all over. We got a whale chopping down on Eeyore. Yes, Lego did have Winnie the Pooh theme. I think it's twice, maybe once, if I remember right. Snail cake. So it's a snail with a cupcake as a shell. I think that's funny. Lots of funny stuff. You might remember this one from BrickStar because he did cover the. I forget what the name of them were, but they were really weird, couple of Tupelo figure animal creature things. It was pretty neat. and lots of different animals through here. I think I gave him a few of the bunnies or the ducks once or twice. Got a whole row of jokers and pumpkins, green goblins hidden in there. Lots of chickens. The chickens are amazing. I still have one of these original kinds of chickens from a book. I don't remember if it was this one here or this one there. It's not any of the other bottom ones. Woo! See, anytime I tried to start the woo, nothing happens. When Bricksmith does it, everybody's in. That's how it works. That's how the Bricksmith Pink Bucket Nation works. We got ourselves a barn here, which I think is funny. They have one of the sacks as money instead of hay bale. Another Duplo snail, but this time with butterfly wings on it. Brick Revolution getting annihilated with the Nerf blaster. Oh man, I almost got you. I'm gonna have to chase back for those later. I'll figure it out. Luckily, I bought enough Nerf blasters and Nerf darts that if any of the darts go missing, the blasters still work. I still got plenty at home to work with, and probably more this weekend than I probably will get through. Lots of things happening over here. Bovine University, referencing The Simpsons. I think it's neat. And he did say that he was going to get a printed version of this, like custom printed, to look more like The Simpsons. We got ourselves a fire station, which has dragons as part of the fire team. I think it's awesome. I used to have one of these dragons, and it basically just has like ball joints for the wings to move them around, but it's not like a flapping thing. I contributed to this display some of the trains you see through here. So Thomas, Troublesome Truck, Percy, Toby, and James. And it just kind of moved over a little bit so other trains can go through, testing them out. He's been working on a Spencer to motorize it, which is a cool idea, and hopefully that does go through. Because motors for trains in Duplo are kind of hard to work with. So he's actually using power functions to re-engineer them, which I think is just a great idea. I love innovation like that. And we've got more of his Duplo City with even more juxtaposition that's just outright funny. We have an airplane crash here, a couple flames going around, a tree knocked over, all intentionally for the display, with a couple of kids or kid-like Duplo figures falling out of the plane. And got some superheroes on the scene as well. The snail train is amazing. I love that little design. Simple, but effective. And it's called the Slow Train. Definitely in the running for I think, best mollusk or something like that. I don't think it's motorized. Maybe it is. I'm not sure, honestly. Moving on over, we have a large MOC here. So large that even standing up next to it, it's like right over my head. The very top of it. Very nice little interior inside of here. You can see a couple different Lego themes at work. We got Shell, we got some Spaceport, you got Boba Fett in there. Nice little things. You got this nice little catwalk along the top of it. Brick After Brick Toys. Nice to see you here. And yeah, I've been live for about an hour 13. And hopefully, by the end of this weekend, I will have covered all the MOCs and Philly BrickFest on Livestream. I'm sure some other channels have also done that as well. No problem with those. If you want to check out Fick and Bricks, Iceberg Bricks, Lego Freak. I'm trying to think if anybody else was doing live stream here earlier today. I'm not sure. But I'm sure there's going to be plenty around. I don't know the name of this MOC to introduce it, but we got that going around. I think I heard my name, and I think I heard a Brian.
Is that Joey?
Oh, that's the people.
Yo, what's going on?
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your
Brian
boy.
Saviano, a.k.a. Bricks O'Brien, coming
Bricks
at you
O'Brien.
from
I'm
Philadelphia.
whacking on Brian.
Wait, are you sure it's not Bricks Mike?
The branding's right here.
I didn't make it up.
The big three triavore. Big three.
The big
Don't
three.
don't down it, baby.
Absolutely.
Right here. Good stuff. I've never seen this shirt printed. It looks good.
Yeah. That's what I tried to explain it before, but I'm like, well, when you see it, it'll make more sense.
It looks really good, and the color's really good too.
Yeah.
I need to get one for
It
myself.
works in general.
I gotta get.
We got a Waco Freak
What
Stop
channel
it
are
on
we live on?
on Maniac for Bricks
Yeah.
on my channel. No, I'm streaming it from Jinblay's channel. Like what? Like
No, I
don't know
I can't tell
what
if
does
it's
it
YouTube
mean?
or Instagram.
Mm.
It's not gonna say YouTube.
what's the dealio? We gearing up for bowling?
I guess so, yeah. Probably in a few minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to do multiple live streams to get all of this because
Yeah.
I only did like these 3 table or sections of it so far. So like the endless part 1, part 2, part 3 just goes forever. Love the trees in here. And I'll try to wrap around this side real quick so we don't go too long. Collabs be happening probably. You got Brick After Brick Toys once again. So far, what's the best thing you've seen? Everything. If I want to give a more honest answer, the people. Okay, that's a wholesome answer, but you know what I mean. It's the people that make these conventions amazing. Deadly Miss Pac-Man. That's awesome.
Joey, it's bowling time.
Ah!
Go bowling.
Reach for
It's
the
time to go
sky.
bowling.
See, I don't know who I'm more afraid of because you're both loaded.
Joey, this hurts me more.
You
than
know
it
where to
hurts you.
find it. Oh, that hurt me quite a bit. And that's like stock. That's not. I didn't modify anything.
How would you modify it?
You could open it up, like add new springs into it, so it'll like have a higher compression. I know little bits about it, but not enough to do it myself.
I told you, one bin, Joey. How many bins you bring? 4? I heard 4. One bin. That's all I said. One bin. This man brings 4. He doesn't know how to count people. Joey doesn't know how to count.
I don't. I really don't.
Just shot at you.
Wait, how many bins of... Do you just mean bins of Nerf? Because there is technically 1 bin of Nerf. And... 1 and 2 in bins of... I have nothing to say here.
Is this the anatomy of a brick shark?
Yeah. Brick Shark. I know Tree of War was on Brick After Brick Toys. We got Pop's Block Shop. Annihilating all of everybody in the audience. Nick subtly coming in with the recording, and Julian just being Julian. I told you, everything happens at Philly. And I don't even know. I don't even know at this point what I'm doing. So yeah, as mentioned before, Brick Bunnies TV, nice to see you here. I did stop by your stuff before, but not on camera, unfortunately. So I got to get back for that. They have the anatomy of a brick shark, which was made famous by Brickstar. It's a Duplo shark that has a function in it where if you press a gray brick on its back, it opens and closes the mouth. That's what it looks like when it's disassembled, like unscrewed, all the smaller parts taken out. I have been told that this part actually has more pieces to it, 1 or 2 that are glued, so that's where it's going to sit for now. Lots of stuff to see here. I love the little Lego skeleton in the back, the Duplo skeleton. I can't even fathom all the stuff here. I never really at any Philly BrickFest. I gotta say, I'm incredibly jealous. How does this man... He not only has 3 Duplo brick sharks, but he has like 15 from what someone told me. And I want at least 1. I love that it's using pigs, though. We got a Juju 20 in the chat. Is that Joey? It just might be.
Who's Joey? What's a Joey?
I don't know.
Isn't that supposed to be like a baby kangaroo or something?
That's what they tell me. I didn't know I was supposed to be a kangaroo. I'm gonna wrap up this table, and
Did you go
I'm probably...
around everything?
I only went around this section and the one behind it, and just wrapping around this
You
one.
missed all the good stuff down that end.
Yeah, I
you
need
going
to.
bowling?
I need to. I will go to bowling. I will be ending soon.
Internet.
As soon as I get to that end of the table, which I'm sure you're just gonna push me all the way there.
Push him. Go,
Yep,
Kevin.
yeah.
Go, Kevin.
It's a shame. I give him ideas. He also comes up with ideas. So I don't know.
Look at all these mocks. These are wonderful.
It'd be
They're all
great. It'd be great if I didn't have it as
You did good, everybody.
It'd be better if I didn't have it in selfie mode while you're pushing me.
Award.
All the awards.
Oh, look how good these are.
Wow,
Is that
it's amazing.
I've never seen that before. Wonderful. Looking good.
For point of reference,
And
everyone,
done.
there is a hand on the back of me, and it's a Kevin hand.
Done. Finished.
Well, we'll continue sometime later. Brian, go ahead. You have the honor.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining Joey, aka Maniac for Bricks at Philly BrickFest 2019. I have not been your host, Brian Saviano, Bricks O'Brien. That's Joey. This is some random stranger we found on the street, and someone who I have not been introduced to. I'm Brian Jimblade. Nice to meet you. Have a great night. See you, Internet. I'm out.
Exit